All right, students, this video is going to go over how to update your stock spreadsheet. If you haven't set up the sheet yet, you'll want to watch the other video, and it will detail the beginnings of how to do that. If you already set up your sheet, I'm going to show you how to update it week by week. What we had is when we first started, we had this, and then last week, if you were here, you should have copy and pasted it and had last week's total. So let's go forward with this. Assuming you already have at least 1 week, let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to copy the whole thing. You're going to drag and highlight this whole thing here. In fact, we might be able to do the total too. Maybe you should update that too. But highlight everything. Go Control C, and then I'm going to scroll down, and somewhere below it, in an open box somewhere below, Control V, I'm going to paste it. So that now looks like everything that we had before. The thing is, that was last week's price. So we're going to go in here and highlight this column, just those 4 values, and should delete all of them, and it should delete the prices here because we eliminated the price here. Shares, we're not going to change. What we are going to do here is change that to week 3 price right here. And what I need to do now is go look up what Ford is doing today. So I'll look this up, Ford stock. And there it is right there. That's the price, $14.68. So I'll put it at 14.68. And as soon as I hit enter, it'll automatically update that other one. And we can look back. I lost a little bit of money there. It went from $15 down to $14. So we're losing a little money. Go ahead and we'll look up all the rest of these and fill them in. Okay, I went through and I looked up all these prices. These are today's price. And you'll notice they're a little bit different from last week's. That's the whole idea, is week by week it'll change. It's been a bad week in the market, so we're actually losing money, but don't worry about any of that. Okay. Again, if you did this correctly, that should update this value. Okay. Because what we have in here, we have an equation. Let me show you that equation again. Like, let's say right here, let's say I lost that equation, just totally lost it. What I'm going to type in here is I type equals. And if you can see right there, it automatically figures out that I want to do a sum. But what it's doing is the sum of all these ones. And you can see it right there, E20 to E23. Because if you look at column E, row 20, that is in box E20, E21, E22, and that's E23. Okay, so that's not what we're going to do. That was last time. But you put sum in E20 colon E23, it automatically finished that for us though. So if you as soon as you start typing it, it might automatically finish it for you. If it did, hit enter or click on it, and there it is. So there's our total. And again, for these ones, what you were doing is going equals to get to this box here. Inside that box, you put equals, and you're going to click on this box, which would be, for me, that'd be C20 times, and then the number of shares, which would be D20. And a lot of times it'll automatically figure that out for you. But that's how you sort of write. This is the column and row that it's in. And that's how you insert a equation. If the equation doesn't work, don't worry. Just look up today's values and keep this. And now you have it updated for week 3. Okay, so at the end of this, you should have week 1, week 2 right there, and then week 3. If you missed week 2, okay, week 2 was a week ago, obviously. That would be September 7th. So what I could do is if I go to the stock and look at 1 month, I can trace back to where was the stock on September 2nd. There it is right there, 258. So if you need last week's stock, you should be able to trace on the graph and get any dates you need. How you do that, by the way, up here, this is a 5-day list, a 1-day list, a 1-month list, a 6-month list. YTD is year to date, so since January, and so on. But mainly 5 days or 1 month. If you want to look back at any previous dates, if you missed last week, you can update it. All right, thanks for watching. That's how you do it. And email me with any questions.